Back to the energy crisis, and again we have ourselves to blame because we got the Green Party in. The Green Party are in government, and it's our fault. It really is our fault. We voted them in. We voted them in. We shouldn't have voted the Green Party. We'll know next time. And that's the reason why your petrol is up. It's the Green Party. Even though probably Fianna Fáil Fine Gael would have eventually done as Eamon Ryan has a saying in this. And look at the mess that he's created. So basically, at any moment the power in this house or in any house in the country, in any part of the country, could just go off, and it'd be off for maybe weeks, months, God knows. Again, because the power supply is so limited, and you'd be like, where's all the power going to? Well, let me tell you, children, it's going to the big data centers in Dublin, TikTok, Facebook, all them big multi-billion-dollar companies that don't have their own source of electricity. Like at the end of the day, they could nearly afford to have their own power station outside Facebook. Again, you think the Irish government be going to them and saying, you're using 70% up of the air grid network, the Irish air grid network, the electricity supply, right? You're using 70% by 2030, right? That's nearly all the percent. Would you pay maybe a bit extra in taxes? Or maybe get your own, and because again we all know they don't pay any tax or anything like that, and they probably don't pay for electricity. The government probably pays for it in this country because that's kind of the country we are. We're very generous to big international corporations, but for Paddy down the road, no, we're not good to Paddy. Paddy is an Irishman. We don't like an Irishman. We're gonna overcharge him everything. And Paddy always pays his bills on time. It's a local business. The government don't care. They just want to destroy it. They favour the big international corporations. They don't pay anything. And Paddy always pays his bills on time and everything and tries his best. And the government just shut him down. But again, listen to this gun being shite from the Irish Independent. And again, I have to sit here and actually talk about it. Like, imagine now in 2021 that actually we have to sit down and talk about this. Energy plan. Businesses could be given an hour's notice before they're turned off. So take, for example, you own a shop. An hour's notice that we're going to shut you down. Again, just wondering, with Facebook and Instagram and all them big companies in Dublin, they'd probably be alright. They'll probably make an exception. They probably will have backup generators. Wouldn't you know, the government will probably spend billions on getting backup generators for them, and putting them outside Facebook. Like, again, wouldn't you know it? Wouldn't you know it? Because it's just them. It's just the Irish government. We all know what they're up to. And homes are going to bear the brunt of this, the power cuts and things like that. So yeah, the homes are going to bear the brunt of it. Family homes are going to bear the brunt of it. Isn't that great? Even though we pay outrageous amount of electricity prices, like even here, in this house here, it's 50 to 40 euro a month. Which is a lot. That is a lot. Just for electricity, and again, you pay it for a reason. You don't pay it for the sake of for not having the electricity on. But again, you pay it for a reason. You do pay it for a reason, and I wonder if they're going to cut. They're going to say, your electricity was off for about 5 weeks because the big data centers in Dublin needed the energy. And again, there's nobody to blame, because again, it's not me or any of the taxpayers' fault. It's not our fault. It's nobody's. It's not the only citizens' fault because they're paying their bills. And they expect the services, and all that money's going to the ESB and to Aircom, and to all that money's going back, and it's going to the government. And again, they use big into the favour of the data centres, and they won't make them pay extra for it. Like if they wanted to, with the data centres, they could buy the whole air grid if they wanted to in Ireland. Or they could give money and pay for their own coal plant or whatever. Because again, Eamon Ryan, knowing the legend he is, and he's infinite in wisdom, closed down two gas power plants in Ireland, one in Dublin, one in Cork. And obviously they need to operate them again because they made it such a fuckery that it's not even funny now. And Eamon Ryan said we have to do more on climate change and things like that. I would like him to go to China for a while. Something like 28 new coal plants being built in China, and they said they were going to not build them, and then they went ahead and built them anyway. So Eamon Ryan, the questions need to be asked there, but sure, look, I talk about China later on, there's something I need to talk about them. But again, fuck Paddy is basically the answer here. Fuck Paddy. The national businesses come first. Paddy's fucking useless. He doesn't do anything. He's no good. That's basically what the government think of you and me, the Irish citizen who pays his taxes. That's what they think of us. And the big international corporations, they'll be licking their backsides. Again, Eamon Ryan, again, he's to blame for this gun being shite. And the Green Party, because it's their lunacy that's literally causing this too. Because I don't know how they never foreseen this coming. that they were going to just shut down the power plants and have no other alternative measure along with the data centres. I don't know how it never clicked in their head. But again, they're half asleep in the Green Party. But anyway, it's just a great country.